I mean, one thing the supporters are concerned about is what is going to happen on the pitch, what's going to happen with the squad. Yeah, the squad, you know, let's be honest, it needs improving vastly. There's a few good players in there at the moment, you know, we still don't know what's going to happen with Michael Owen. I mean, where do you think, first of all, the new manager's got to come in with perhaps these new funds to come in and improve? Where does he start?
Well, I think Sam, before he took this job, will know Newcastle United players. I don't think he's came and sort of said, well, I'm going to have a look at these players. I think Sam, for some time now, I believe, has been watching Newcastle.
Yeah.
In the event he might just get the job. He's
Yeah.
maybe doing the same at Man City, I don't know, but I think he left Bolton. I think he was lining himself up to say, right, if ever was to go to Newcastle, I'll offer that job. I'm not saying he left Bolton because of that, but I'm just saying, I'm sure he's aware of what happens in the Premiership, and he'll know all the players. Because he does, you know, you do, when you run a football club, when you run Bolton Football Club, you know all the opposition, and you know, I would have him, I wouldn't have him, I don't like him, he's a good player, you know all that. The only thing you've got to find out is a little bit about the character, and that'll not take Sam long, because it'll be either you're with me, or you're not. If you're not with me, you're out.
Yeah.
And I think, well, if he doesn't rate them, they're out anyway, they won't get a choice.
Well, a few have already gone already, haven't
Well,
they?
that's right. I think Sam have been advised maybe by, like Nigel Pearson, maybe, who sort of say, you could tell a pro manager right away, he hasn't got this, he hasn't got that, and maybe that's helped Sam. But Sam will, the one thing I like about Sam Allardyce, I don't think he mucks about, he's an old-fashioned manager, and he probably rule a little bit by fear, which is maybe been taking out the game a little bit because of the large salaries that players are getting, but I think he's an old-style manager that you'll just, right, you play for me, if I get the money, say, don't give me total commitment, you're out.
And now there's a couple of big question marks over two of the players at the moment. First of all, Michael Owen and the other one over Martins. I mean, Owen first, I mean, we've wrapped him in cotton wool to get him fit in the last couple of years.
But I'll be disappointed if Michael Owen leaves the club. I think I know he wants to play football and he just came back. I'm not happy about him playing for England, but he'll be happy because he wants to play football. But as a supporter for Newcastle United, I don't want him bearing in mind I'm Scottish. I don't want him playing for England. However, the decision's been made and you've just got to wish Michael all the best. But I think Michael is a good player. He will score goals, and I think I'll be disappointed in Michael as a man if he leaves Newcastle United, because I think he owes the club and the fans at least a year. I don't know what's in his contract, but I just feel that Michael, if he wants to get back playing, and I think this takeover thing may have helped the whole situation, because Michael wants to play quite rightly in a winning team. He wants to be up there with the Liverpools and the Manchester United. So maybe, you know, who knows, in a year's time, 2 years' time, it might be going well enough for him to say, hey, I'm not going anywhere else, I'm happy here. Because if you're competing with the Liverpools, the Manchester United, the Arsenal, the Chelsea, that's good. That's where he wants to be. He's not really bothered, because it's difficult to pick who's going to be the top dog. And hopefully Newcastle will be one of the 4 or 5.
Yeah, and the other one being Martins. I mean, he didn't turn up at Watford. I mean, there was meant to be a bit of a misunderstanding, but he wasn't there. You know, there's a lot of people have said, you know, Michael Owen and Ober Martins can't play together. I mean, where do you stand?
Well, I'm not going to. It's not my job to speculate whether they can play together or not. I just look at Martins.
Yeah.
For me, he's got a long way to go. I think, you know, whether
even with 17 goals in the bag.
17 goals, yeah, but he's been up there all season. I just think 17 goals. I think if Michael Owen had been playing there all season, I think he'd have scored 17 goals. But okay, he scored 17 goals, and that's the upside for him. But I look at him. Sometimes I think his first touch, and it's not for me to make that decision. I have my own feelings about him. But Big Sam's the one who decides, is he going to be good enough for Newcastle United? And it's up to Sam. Maybe Sam can turn them around. As he stands at the minute, for me, brutally, I don't think he's good enough for Newcastle United. As it stands at the minute, Sam might improve it. And I hope Martin's proved me wrong.
And just generally exciting times coming up, hopefully.
I said after I think it was a Blackburn game at the end of the season, you know, I was commentating with young Pete Graves on Central FM. He said, because he's a supporter, isn't he? He said he was downhearted. I said, well, what's going to happen? You know, I said, can I tell you, Pete, I've been around this club 47 years. Something will happen. Now, I don't know what's going to be, but something will happen for 2 reasons. A, we can't go through the summer. And Glenn was there, and everybody was a bit unsettled. And I said, the other thing, down the road, that's putting pressure on this football club. The Keane and the Quinn scenario, Sunderland Football Club. Am I allowed to mention that?
Yeah, you can mention
that. Put pressure on the whole club, and I think that's why Freddie reacted the way he did. And I just think, and then I didn't expect, well, I half suspect there might be a takeover. You know, there's been a few snips, but nothing ever concrete. And all of a sudden, that comes up. You sack a manager, a new manager, Sam comes in, which is good as well, you know, because that gave, unfortunately for Glenn, but it gave all the fans a little bit of lift. And then, of course, this happened, it's doubled the excitement, I think. So I think all the Newcastle United fans have been buoyant at the minute. and it's up to Sam and Mike Ashley and to get it together.
Well, thanks for joining me, Bob and Nick. As ever, there's never a dull moment at Newcastle, so watch your space for all the latest news of what's happening at St James's Park.